Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here then just welcome, and I hope that you will stick around. Today I'm out with a super beginner friendly tutorial, and today I'm going to teach you how you can make this super cute crochet scarf, and I will also show you how you can add this cute fringe at the end. So I hope that you will enjoy, and I hope that you will learn something new. And as always, I'm trying to explain everything in as much detail as I can, but if you have any questions or need help, then just feel free to ask in the comment section below, and I will try to help you from there. And if you wish to support my work, then I'm just inviting you to join my membership here on YouTube, because it always helps me keep on going. But now, without further ado, let's jump into it. Here are the materials that I will be using. Here I have some wool blend yarn, and here are some more specs just in case if you are wondering. And in total I will be using approximately 150 to 200 grams, but it of course depends on the width and length of your scarf that you're going to create. And of course we would also need a crochet hook. For this project I will be using 6mm hook, and you will also need scissors, but otherwise yarn and hook are totally up to you, because you can basically create your scarf by using any materials. But now let's get started. So here I have my yarn, and first step to begin is that we just want to create a slip knot, and for that I just hold my yarn like this, then I twist it to create a cross shape here like that, and then I grab yarn and pull it through this loop to kind of create a knot and also a bigger loop, and then we can just take our crochet hook, put it inside this loop and adjust the size of this so it actually fits our hook. And then after that we can proceed further with doing some chains, and the amount of chains will determine the width of our scarf. And in my case I will be going for 20 chains in total, and to do a chain you just have to yarn over, then grab yarn and pull it through the loop that you had on your hook like this. Yarn over and pull it through the loop like that. So this is 2, and then just continue by repeating the same process to create as many chains as you wish. And as you're doing them, you can also just measure against your neck to see how the width would actually fit you. And here I have my 20 chains, so now we can proceed further with working on the first row. And to get started, we will actually be skipping the last 2 chains that we just did, so 1 and 2, and then starting from this third one, this is where we are going to place in our first stitch. And throughout this project I will be doing half double crochet stitches, but also you're welcome to use different stitches. It's totally up to you. But if you're not familiar with half double crochet, you just have to yarn over, then go through this chain where we are starting, grab yarn and pull it through to have 3 loops on your hook, then yarn over again and pull through all 3 loops that you have on your hook like this. So this is 1 half double crochet, and then just proceed further with the next chain and do exactly the same process in there again like that. So let's just do one more together. So yarning over, going through the next chain that we have here like this, then grabbing yarn and pulling it through to have 3 loops on your hook, then yarning over again and pulling through all 3 loops like this. So this is basically the process that you have to do. So now just keep on going through all the chains that you have here, and just place 1 half double crochet inside each of them until you have reached this point where we started. So this is how it's looking so far, so just keep on repeating it until you have done it inside every single chain that you have. And now here I have completed the first row, and this is how it looks. So now we can proceed further with the second row, and to do that we first just have to chain 2, so 1 and 2, and now we are able to turn our work like this to begin with the second row. And then again we just have to keep on repeating the same stitches. So starting here from this first stitch, this is where we are again placing in a half double crochet like that, and from then on the process is the same. You just have to keep on adding 1 half double crochet stitch inside every single stitch from the previous row. So here I'm already starting to work on them, and here I have done a couple, so it's already looking like this. So just keep on repeating that until you reach the end of this row, and Then I will meet you back again. And now here also the second row is finalized, and this is how it looks. So basically from now on, what we have to do is that we just have to keep on repeating this second row that we just did, and in that way we just have to continue adding length of this scarf, and you basically just have to keep on repeating it for as many times as you wish until you have established the length of the scarf that you wish. So just keep on repeating this second row that we just did, and then just measure if you're happy with the length for the scarf that you are creating. And here I'm now done with adding length for my scarf, and this is how it looks. And in total I ended up doing 150 rows. So now this is where I am at the end of this last row that I just did, and now we can actually fasten off. So for that I normally just chain one like this, then I make this loop a little bit longer, and since we will be adding a fringe, I will just leave it approximately this long because this is the length of the fringe that I want to have. So I will make this loop like this, and then I'm just grabbing my scissors and cutting off yarn here, and then just removing this excess yarn that I have, and then we are just tightening this piece in a secure knot like this. So now we have fastened off, and we can proceed further with adding fringe for the ends of our scarf. So here at the end, and then also here on the side, basically of the first row that we did, so first and last row. And for adding a fringe here, I have just prepared like multiple pieces of yarn like this, and in total they are approximately 36 centimeters long, which is around 14 inches in total. But of course this length is totally up to you, and you can easily make them longer or shorter. It's up to you as you wish. So to proceed further with actually adding them in, here I'm just taking one piece of this yarn that I have here, and also if you wish, you're more than welcome to just grab multiple pieces and weave them in all at once, but I will just start by adding one. So I just fold it in half like this, and then let's start from this row here. I believe this is the last row that we just did, or actually the first row, but it doesn't matter. And here I'm just starting from the first stitch here in the corner, so I'm just going through, then I'm grabbing this piece that I have here and weaving it or looping it through like that, and then I'm just using my yarn, or you can also just use your fingers. I'm grabbing these two pieces and pulling them through like this, and then once that's done, we are just tightening to make sure that they actually stick there like this. So now this one piece is weaved in, and then we can proceed further with the next stitch, and we are just doing the same thing. So again, I'm just folding in half like this, and then weaving it through like that. And if you wish, you can also just use your fingers for that, because it's basically the same thing like that. So this is already how it looks once I have looped through two of them. And now maybe let's try it with two pieces of yarn, because maybe it will actually add like a nice and thick look. So here I have two pieces of yarn, again folding in half like this, and then let's go through this next space here, and let's just do the same thing as we did already like this. So here I have added it, and this is how it looks in comparison when I'm actually looping through two pieces of yarn at once. So perhaps this actually looks a little bit better because it adds kind of like a thicker look, but basically this is the whole process. You just now have to go through all the stitches that you have here and add this fringe by looping pieces of yarn through, and just do it in every stitch, and also do it as thick as you wish. So I will proceed further with doing that, and then I will meet you back again just to show you the final look. And here I have already finished one side, and at the end I just chose to do it on every second stitch, and I did it with two pieces of yarn in total just to make it a little bit thicker. So this is how it looks, and now basically you just have to do the same thing also on the other side. And now here both sides are finished, and this is how it looks, and this is how the scarf looks on me once I'm actually wearing, and I think it turned out to be absolutely gorgeous. So that was it from me today. I really hope that you found this video useful, and I hope that you will try to replicate this scarf, and if you do, then please share your creations with me. I'm always excited to see what you're creating and how it turned out. And if you did enjoy this video, then please give me a big thumbs up, and if you're new here, then please subscribe, and I will see you later. Bye!